Okay, so we're going to talk about the common functional groups. In this, I'm going to be talking about some of them, and I created another video which has the others. So R's represent the alkyl group. X is for the halogens like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. So how do we remember this row over here? Alkane, alkene, or olefin, and alkyne. A, E, Y, alphabetically. That's the best way I remember this. And that means 1, 2, 3, number of bonds. Olefin, it's not super commonly used. However, it is mentioned even in high school chemistry. So just remembering it's the one with the E, right? Because there's nothing really similar to it that you'd get confused with. So if it's like, does olefin represent alkanes, alkenes, or alkynes? It's like, well, which of these has the E, right? It'll be this one then. Now we have an alkyl halide, which has an alkyl group and a halogen halide, right? So that's really easy to remember. Next, I'm going to mention these three first: alcohol, thiol, and phenol. So alcohol has the OH in it, and I mean it's super common to remember the OH because we've been using it so often. ETOH, right? For example, you know the OH exists in alcohols, so it's also attached to an alkyl group. Thiol is a little different in which it's a sulfur. It does have its two valence shells already full, and you could remember this as S is a little different from the O, and since it's the second one we remember, it's one letter after, so it's a thiol. Again, once you start doing this a little more often, you'll remember these automatically. Now we have a phenol. So phenol is going to go one behind. So this is a hexagon. Now we're going to go pentagon. Again, pa and f have a different sound, but it's different, and it starts with a P. Again, all of these alls, you could just remember it's a dot, 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 letter H. Now we're going to come here, ether. Ether, on the either side of ether, there's an alkyl group. Either side. So oxygen is at the center, and on either side, there is. It's not like an option, but on both sides. So it's ether. Now, epoxide or oxyrain. So rain, this part, you can remember it's like kind of like a ring. All of it's connected to one another, right? And then with epoxide, you can remember like epoxies. So epoxy is really shiny, connected, makes your garage, most people put in their garage, look nice. So you can remember if it's all connected together, how nice it looks rather than all separated. Now here we have aldehyde and ketone. They're quite similar in structure, but a little different. You kind of do have to remember it. There's no easier way of remembering which one's which, except the remembrance of hyde has the hydrogen in it. Ketone does not. Ketone, one, it only has one of these. Aldehyde has the hydrogen. Now we have hemiacetal and acetal. Hemiacetal, same thing, has the H. So hydrogen. Acetal does not have an H. R prime means these are different, these are the same. So if there's a prime, double prime, or anything like that, it just refers to a different alkyl group. Now we have cyanohydrin. So we come back here. There is a cyanohydrin, H. So you could easily remember these like this.